Hey everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a few things you can do for your knees. I've had a few people experiencing knee pain and they've asked for things to do at home. Now, this is not a comprehensive video with everything you can do for your knee. It's just covering some of the most common issues that I see. If you continue to experience pain, or especially if it gets worse, please contact a health professional or get in touch with me and I'll see if I can help. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you, I do like to use the foam roller, but this first variation is for people who have trouble kneeling or who don't own a foam roller, so we're going to use a rolling pin. I pop my knee out in front of me. You can do this sitting in a chair or just with your legs out in front. I'm going to roll into the quadricep muscles. So the quadricep muscles come down the front of the legs and they cross the knee to extend the knee, to lift it up. And they often get tight, especially down the side here. So you can just get your rolling pin and roll up and down, through the middle, through the outside, and through the inside, and do that for as long as you need. If you do have a foam roller, I'm going to turn it sideways. And if you're okay kneeling, we kneel with the roller just up against the front of your knees, front of your thighs. Coming down onto your elbows, giving a bit of length through your spine, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. You want a little lift of your belly so that you don't get too much into your shoulders or into your back. And we're just going to lever through the elbows, rolling up and down and releasing through the front of the thigh using the foam roller. And again, for as long as you need. Now, as I said earlier, often it's through the outside where people get the tightest. So if you take your toes together and get a bit of internal rotation through your hip, it'll help you get into the side muscles a little bit more. And I'll just demonstrate that last one. Coming back, I'm going to pop the roller in front of me. And again, you can use a rolling pin for this, or you can also pop your legs up onto a towel if you're very, very tight in your calves and you find it painful. I'm going to pop the roller underneath my calves. Now it's right in the belly of the muscle, not too far down. And just rolling side to side. Getting a bit of release through there. If you feel like you need a little bit more, that it's not strong enough, you can cross one foot over the other and rotate over and across. Obviously both sides, but it is okay to pay a little bit more attention to the side where you're sore as well. Now coming in for some activation, and this is probably the best exercise that I've ever come across for the knees. I'm going to come right up close to the camera so that you can see my kneecap a little bit more. So kneecap's there. I've got my hands to either side and I'm just going to slide them up about an inch so that I've got, you can see there, the quadricep on the middle and the quadricep on the outside. This one is called the VMO and it's one of the biggest culprits in knee pain when it doesn't activate. So you want to make sure that's working. Popping my knees over the roller. I've got my hands in those same spots I just showed you. I'm going to press the back of the knee down and lift the foot up. Now you want to make sure that you're even over your sit bones so you don't start gripping through the front of your hips because that can aggravate. And that pressing down is really important to make sure you're using the deeper muscles, not just the superficial one. Using your hands, you're making sure that the muscles pop up evenly underneath your hands. And it might take a few tries if you haven't been used to using the VMO muscle in the middle. Now I'll just turn around so that you can see that from the front. So my knees are over the roller, hand is above my knee. Nice and even over my sit bones. I've got my hand there for a little bit of support, which is okay. Pressing down and lifting up. Now, when you're doing this, if you feel like you really can't find it, play around with your knee angle a little bit. Because if I'm rotated in, that's all coming up and into my hip. If I'm rotated out, I'm actually feeling that more through the back today. But once I'm, like when I'm really even, I can feel both those muscles pop up really nicely. And this can be done every day, especially when you're a bit sore through your knee. And I like to recommend it for before exercises like walking and running and that sort of thing as well for people who have knee pain, to make sure your quads are working evenly before you go out and do your activity. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.